I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in working one on me and want me to help you, call you on your BS, all my coaching information is in the description below. And today, before we get into the Q&A, I want to talk about something that keeps coming up a lot. I need you guys to understand that the only problem that you have, the thing that is holding you back from what you want, the thing that is standing in your way, is the way that you choose to think about things. Hi. That's it. The way that you choose to constantly view situations, the stories that you tell, the thoughts that you think. Like, that's it. I have so many people like, what about this? And what about that? And what about this other thing? And what if I do this? And what if I try this? And but this happened and that happened. And it's like, guys, the only reason any of that matters is because you tell yourself that it does. Literally, that's it. When you stop telling yourself that all of that shit matters and you decide, yeah, no, it doesn't matter, this is how things are now, you will be shocked at how shit changes and how quickly shit can change. But as long as you continue to tell the same stories and think the same thoughts and put the same meaning to shit over and over and over, day in, day out, and then you're like, oh, I must not be doing something right. I need to find some answer outside of me. What you need to do is pay attention to what's going on up here and be fucking honest with yourself. What's truly going on up here? Because you'll be shocked at what's actually going on up here. Because you're so busy deciding that something must be wrong and there's something to fix and not just changing that and getting rid of those kind of thoughts. Like, literally, that's it. That is it. So, do you guys have any questions today? Anything you guys want to talk about? That keeps coming up with people on here, on TikTok. How am I today? Hi, Aqua Gal. I'm amazing. You guys have questions? All right. Then let me know. A longish background? Well, I'll tell you right now, none of it matters because it's all just circumstances. I've been thinking of your SP. Hi, Zelda. Hi, Tony. All is amazing. How about you? Oh, while I am thinking about it, I made an appointment Tuesday night without thinking that I go live on here on Tuesdays. So I am probably going to, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to move my Tuesday night live to Monday night this week because I have something that came up for Tuesday night. You woke up this morning so you can't complain, you know? There you go. So you've been thinking about your situation is with SP and suddenly feel down about everything. Are you thinking about how nothing's working out and how this could never happen and how they don't want to be with you and how this is a circumstance that you have to get over? And are you thinking about all of that? Because if you're stewing in that, that's probably why you don't feel good, because your feelings are a manifestation of your thoughts. We need to be focusing on being happy together. We're so happy together. I always get what I want. Things are doing good. Hi, Moons. How are you doing? And you got to let the rest of that shit go. If you feel down, your feelings are your feelings. You can feel them. It's okay. It doesn't affect your manifesting. After you feel them, what are you thinking up here? it's not like that, then what is it like? What are you thinking about the majority of the time? It's more like visualizing me telling him mad stuff. I mean, that's a choice. You're choosing to visualize that shit. Why are you doing that? Okay, why are you doing that? I know it doesn't always feel like it, but you have full control of what the fuck is happening in your head. So, why, out of all things you could possibly think about, any reality you could think from, are you thinking that shit? You feel like you need to work more on your self concept. All right, so what do you need to change about your self concept? That you're powerful, that you have control of your thoughts, that you can be in a happy relationship, that you're worthy and deserving, that you're more than enough. Yeah, you definitely need to stop visualizing fights with him because guess what's going to manifest? If you're focused on fighting with him, where's your focus? You manifest everything, good and bad. So if you're going to spend all your time imagining how you fight all the time, do not come crying to me when you start fighting all the time because that's what you're focused on. That's what you tell yourself. You are choosing the experience of fighting all the time. Yay. I'm glad they are helpful. My camera's sliding. Yeah. But yeah, you can't be doing that shit. Whatever you put your imagination is creating everything. So if you're going to allow yourself to stew in that shit, guess what you're going to get? Guess what you're going to get more of? It doesn't just work with things that make you feel good. And you have control over what you are thinking. So since last time we spoke, I've decided to focus on manifesting SP. Before this, I was on these matrimonial apps. They're like these arranged marriage apps here in India, and my mom and me were managing it since March this year, where parents are involved, etc. But since I have now focusing on SP, I have asked my mom for a break. I'm just thinking if I should explain to her what I'm doing. I feel it may sort of waver me. I mean, as far as that, you can do whatever you want. But are you prepared for your mom to give you a response of that's ridiculous, that would never work, or some kind of shit answer like that, and you be able to keep yourself from spiraling? You can do whatever you want in the 3D as long as you are prepared mentally to keep it from keep whatever happens from creating more resistance and more obstacles for you to think about when it comes to you getting what you want. My experience on the app wasn't great and people I met weren't much my type. So my mom is following up with me. Again, Manifesting is all about your mental state. What are you thinking all of the time? You're welcome. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Shafia? You're welcome. I'm glad that you're getting clarity on what you need to focus on. It sure as shakes my confidence in my manifestation. Shafia. Is that right? Shafia? Yay. It shakes your confidence that you're on those apps, then I would get off of the apps. Explain to your mom that you don't like being on the apps and decide that she's going to be okay with it. Like right now, I'm in a rush to manifest SP, but don't want to put pressure on myself. I have asked for a break. She's understanding as such. But yeah, nevertheless, we'll focus on my SP. Shifa. There we go. Thank you for that. I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this. Shifa. Yeah, then just focus on you're together with your SP and let all the rest of that shit go. That's it. Last night I had the worst spiral I think I've ever had. It carried into the morning, but I'm doing my best to think in my favor. Then that's all you do. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You are allowed to have your human moments. You pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you move the fuck on. How are the dogs, Moons? They're doing good. Precious is downstairs and Jax is up here with me. Usually feelings are a manifestation of your thoughts. Yeah, I agree with that one. I agree with that. If you're feeling down most of the time, it's usually because your thoughts going on in your head. Yeah, whenever I start feeling crappy, that's the time that I check this the most. Most of the time, we don't notice this. Hi, Moni. My old toxic SP is still talking to me and he's gone back to the old story. I don't care because he's not the one I want. Laugh out loud. I've manifested some money and days out with my friends. Nice. And decide that your old SP leaves you the fuck alone. It seems revision and some other stuff I really want aren't exactly because you fucking keep telling yourself they're not coming through and focusing on it. Just keep changing your thoughts. And other stuff are almost instant. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. You fucking focus on that it's not working. Just change your thoughts and let the rest go. I want you to take a look at the stuff that's coming through instantly and happens really quickly and easily. And how do you think about that stuff? Versus how are you thinking about the stuff that you're caught up on? Because there's a difference, but you have to pay attention to it. It means cure. I love that, Shifa. That's pretty. Shakes my confidence just now. My current focus is on SP. You know, like I should go back on the app because that is like an action in the 3D, which are conditioned to believe that we need to take action. Anyway, I have thought that I'm with my SP and hence don't need to focus on all of this, and my mom will Be delighted soon when I tell her my SP and me success story. Yeah, you focus on being together. If you truly want to get on an app, you will be like, oh my God, I really want to do this. You don't do it to get the result. If you're like, oh my God, I'll never meet somebody, I have to figure out how to meet somebody, you're not focused on being with somebody. You're focused on trying to find somebody. And you're not going to get the result you want because you're not living from the end. You're living from the end of fucking around in the 3D forever. It's been a great week. Manifested something that isn't tangible. I used to struggle getting up very early. This week I noticed actually genuinely enjoying it and getting up early. That's fucking awesome. Manifested lots of small things this week. Hey, nothing small. You're welcome, Shifa. I took a coaching from one manifestation coach. At the end of their session, he said that manifestation is a lie, but his content is based on how to manifest, etc. That session made me so insecure. So a manifestation coach said manifestation is a lie, but his content is based on how to manifest. What? I would just stop listening to them and decide that manifestation is real. I don't know what to say about that one. But they're reflecting back to you what you believe. So do you let it shake you and you're feeling insecure, so you don't have this in check. If somebody can tell you, yeah, that's bullshit, and you're going to be like, oh, they must be right. Even though there's no such thing as big or small, absolutely. Yeah, that makes no sense. I agree. The irony and all that. Visualize going ice skating and going to get boba with friends and imagine us having conversations. And a day later, my friends called me randomly and said, let's go ice skating. It was fun. Yeah, because you were focused on doing something you wanted to do and it was easy. You didn't have all these conditions to it and all these reasons it wouldn't happen and all this past bullshit. You're like, this is happening and it's done. That's all you do when you're manifesting anything. It's all the fucking same. I really believe that manifestation is real. I did manifest a lot of stuff without actually knowing about manifestation. Oh my gosh, Shifa, me too. Me too. Looking back, I was like, holy crap. Holy crap, that was a lot of shit that I manifested that I just, for some reason, had the attitude of this is happening, it's going to happen, it's going to work out. Moons agrees. I also tried small things, like I saw a horror content and actually didn't sleep well post, but this time around I'm like, I am safe. It is my imagination and that slept soundly. I think I am able to remove the automatic negative thoughts. Practice makes perfect. That part. It's practice. You're used to just letting your brain do whatever it wants, thinking about this topic the way that it wants, based off of past shit. It's practice to do something different. And it works with everything. That's the perfect example. Came across a TikTok that said this week you see these specific signs. I never pay attention much. I never pay much attention to it, but will inevitably see those things. Why can't I manifest my desires that way? Because the things you're truly wanting, you have all this backstory to that you're unwilling to just let go of. If you just let it go and are like, yeah, that doesn't matter, nope, that doesn't matter, nope, that doesn't matter, it would change so fucking fast. Like you said, what you believe will be proven to you to be true, and the coach reflected that back. I agree. I agree. And when you're questioning things, and I think, at least from my experience, when you're not fully, when you're in the state of not believing and questioning, you're you're gonna manifest shit to prove that to you. I feel like that's how I manifested my fucking coach, was I wasn't truly ready for the whole truth. So I was given like the half truth because that's where I was. 100% it's a lifestyle. Yep, the more you do it, the better you get at it. I fucking agree. And I know that, you find manifesting is like, "Oh, this is the solution to my problems." And it's like, "Okay, yeah, but you have to change you in order to get it to work." And I mean change you. You don't get to have these shitty thoughts about money or relationships or getting a house or yourself or any of that. Like, it all has to fucking go. Do you think manifestation and non-dualism are kind of in the same way? I keep hearing about non-dualism and it seems like an interesting concept. I have no idea what that fucking is, so I don't know. I like that I become aware of what's going on in my head. I catch it, and now I am learning to tune it in a right way. Exactly. It's a journey of self, you guys. It's a journey of waking up to who you truly think you are in this moment. Who are you right now? Okay, who do you want to be? Okay, what things have to fucking shift? What do I need to, and it's not even shift, it's not fucking work, it's a choice. Am I going to continue to think this or am I not? That's it. Non dualism says that everything is one. Then, yeah, that's part of manifesting. Everything is one. We're all connected. We are all part of consciousness having a human experience interacting with other people. That we are consciousness and the only thing that exists is what we are aware of. Yep. Your experience is what you are aware of. Eventually, you will fully see it. It's not just with some things, it's with fucking everything. And other things are temporary forms of consciousness. I truly feel we all are connected here with our own experience. I agree. Yeah. What we are aware of creates our reality. Exactly that. If you're aware of the fact that you would never be able to have a happy relationship with SP and they don't want to be with you and you're not enough, and those are the things you're aware of, and that's what you are experiencing because that's what you're aware of. So when you change your awareness to something else, guess what? Things change. Come here. What are you doing? I sit on the floor to sit with my dog. He sits with me for 5 minutes, then leaves. Yes, a lot of learning on the learning curve. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. You have all the answers. I don't know what to affirm. No, I know exactly the perfect affirmation. All my affirmations work. Oh, but nope, I know exactly what I'm doing. It works every fucking time. Even that is a mindset choice. You're aware of not understanding. What's your story on getting into the law? I hit my lowest point in the beginning of 2018 and found law of attraction through my therapist deciding to tell me I should do a vision board to get clear on what I want. I had no idea why I'd want one, so I started down a rabbit hole through that. Ended up in a law of attraction cult in 2019. Found law of assumption in the end of 2021. Didn't fucking understand it because it was contradictory to everything I was being fucking spoon fed. And came to truly understand it in like I came to grasp it in July of 2021. And then from there, I've just continued to understand myself in it more and more. The way you get rid of things we don't want is to take our awareness off of it. That part right there. If you don't like something and you don't want it and you don't want to experience it anymore, you stop thinking about it that way. And whatever thoughts you need to have, including things like that never happened, revision, that's how you do it. What should we do when we are having these thoughts? You decide, oh my God, that's old shit. That's not me anymore. That's not who I am. That's not what's true. This is what's true. I'm more than enough. I'm the most amazing person on this planet. Everyone worships the ground I walk on. I'm everyone's favorite. SP's madly in love with me. I have more money than I could ever spend. I don't know what that thought belongs to somebody else. That's not me anymore. That's all bullshit. You can label it as old shit. You can label it as your ego. Give your ego a name. Nope, that's bullshit. I like how Nikki puts it. She just changed her channel name. I don't know what it is now, but she's like, not today, Satan, or you're not my real dad. I don't have to listen to you. Because that's what we created. Because we created it in the first place. Yeah, exactly that. Abso-fucking-lutely that. Like, we affirm and remind ourselves, but how do we stop all these negative thoughts that tend to take us over? You affirm when you start to notice that shit. If it's still playing in the background, you affirm anyway. Eventually, they will stop. But the more that you give them attention, the longer they're going to create, because that's what you're putting your focus on. Eventually, that shit will stop. Is instant manifestation possible? Yeah. Happened to me this week. My therapist told me about the vision board thing too, and saying positive affirmations. I was in the law of attraction. And subs back then, but she was more logical. She was open-minded though. Yeah, I just kept going into therapy being like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep grooming. I don't know if I want that. I don't know what I would want to do. And she's like, you need a vision board. And I was like, a what now? And I had no idea. I didn't even know what one was. So I just was like, what is a vision board? And I'm like, why the fuck? Like, why do I want, like, what? Why would this help me? Law of attraction. I had no idea. She calls her channel the law of belief. There you go. Manifesting with the law of belief. All right, there's Nikki's new channel name. I knew she changed it to something with belief, but I didn't pay that close of attention. But yeah. I can't remember who it was, but they're like, think of your ego as a barking dog. And what kind of dog would it be? And name it. And then when those thoughts are coming up, oh, that's just Fifi. You don't have to listen to her. She's just trying to protect you, but she barks at fucking everything. Someone walks past outside, barking. Exactly. I don't really do vision boards because I really don't do vision boards because it just doesn't do it for me. Oh, me either. But if people like vision boards, they should do it. Exactly. I had this conversation on my TikTok live I did on Tuesday. There weren't very many people on here, so I went over there and we had that exact conversation. Somebody was like, "I love vision boards. My vision board got me to Los Angeles in 6 months." And I'm like, "I can't stand vision boards." It reminds me of being in middle school and having to do stupid projects I didn't want to do and like cutting up magazines to make a poster board. No. Good. Had this friend who used to go on bike rides in cold weather near the Himalayas without any jacket, sweater, and then asked why. And when I asked why, he said it's his mindset. In my mind, I don't feel cold, and I don't. We are so fucking powerful. We are so fucking powerful. This was like 8 years ago. I think now it is an example of manifestation. Yep, your mindset creates what you experience. Yeah, Moons, you're the same way with the vision boards. Yeah, I'm like, if you like that, go for it. But I don't want to. Our bodies are truly limitless. I agree. I agree. And so are our minds. We are what we tell ourselves. It is crazy. It absolutely is. Hi. Do you have personally experience where people say what you're thinking? Yeah, all the fucking time. All the fucking time. What is a vision board? It's where you make a board and you put pictures on it that represent the stuff that you want to manifest. What is the one thing that you manifested that you believe changed your life? That made you believe changed your life? I've manifested so much shit that has changed my life, but the thing that made me believe was deciding that I believed. I was manifesting all kinds of crazy shit, and I still didn't believe and had to fucking ask myself, what the fuck do you have to manifest in order for you to believe? And that's when I realized the only way I'm truly going to believe is to decide that I believe, just like anything else. Some people resonate with vision boards, some people don't. Yep. It is finding which way you resonate with. I completely agree. Absolutely. I used to use Pinterest as a vision board. I've heard a lot of people do that. I have different boards and I use it to give me ideas for what I should manifest next. I don't use it all the time, but I check them when I need motivation. See? Finding what works for you. I have heard a lot of people using Pinterest for that. Me too. I experience most of the time. Yeah, people saying my affirmations back to me. Yeah. All the fucking time. It actually proves people are thinking what you think they're thinking. Yup, I agree. And that's when you started to believe, when you started noticing people repeating back your affirmations. Yeah. Yeah. I was having that kind of shit happen. I was having all kinds of crazy shit happen. I still didn't fucking believe it. Trying to manage between different techniques. Mostly, I am very good at imagination, but during spirals, I am doing robotic affirmations now. See, gotta do what works for you. It's been happening to me a lot lately. It's kind of scary. It's just proof that it's working. And the way that that's manifesting, anything can manifest. Sounds amazing. Keep going. You will always be surprised. That's the part right there. That's the part right there. Like, it still surprises me. I'm like, did you really just say that? I get it in comments. Like, people will repeat my affirmations in my comments, and I'm like, there you go. There, it's working. That's my affirmation. It happens all the time. You too, Moons. Yeah, it's always when things manifest, like there are things that I'm like, of course that manifested. I knew I would get that. But then there's other things that it's like, holy shit, it actually worked. Not that I don't think it'll work, but it's just like I think it's more because it happens in a way that I could have never expected it to happen. Strangers do it too. Yup. Not at the comments. Yup. But in real life. Yeah. Oh yeah. I get it in real life. I get it it happens everywhere. People are so often repeating back shit to me, and it's the ones that get me are the ones that I'll think like this is a perfect example. When I first found Sammy and really understood that it was my thoughts and was affirming. I affirmed a few times that somebody would tell me I have really pretty eyes, and then some random person was the least likely person was like, "Oh my god, your eyes are so pretty." Recently, I thought about that experience and was like, "Oh, that's so funny." I remember thinking that, and then I was like, "I want somebody to tell me my eyes are pretty." And a few days later, someone on TikTok or somewhere was like, "Oh my god, you have such pretty eyes." And I'm like, "Yeah. Yeah." Any examples? Because to know sounds amazing. That's one of them. For example, you're affirming you're perfect, someone tells you you're perfect, stuff like that. Yup. Absolutely. Oh, you are really pretty. Oh, thank you, Shifa. I affirm that. So there you go. That's how it works. I affirm I am so pretty. I'm so gorgeous. Happens in different ways too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be thinking about, man, I need to have this conversation with somebody about something that we haven't mentioned or talked about in like for fucking ever. Or I haven't brought up to somebody ever. And then the other person will come to me and be like, "Oh, we need to talk about this." It's like, "Yeah, I was just thinking that." What would you do when your mind starts wandering? I've been manifesting my SP for 3 months and I've been seeing crazy signs lately. I see her car and her name everywhere. It's crazy because I just want. I'm going to say right there, the first thing I would do is when you see the signs, you want to affirm instead of focusing on, "Oh my God, I just get signs. I just get signs. There's signs. When is it going to happen? Why hasn't it happened yet? It's been 3 months." That's when you affirm, "Oh my God, we're so happy together. We're so happy together. This is a sign that we're so happy together. We are so happy together." Because I got into the, "Oh my God, signs. Oh my God, signs. Oh my God, signs. Oh my God, there's a sign." And guess what I manifested? Sign after sign after sign after sign after sign. I just want my manifestation in the 3D. Yep. So whenever you want to think about the time or how it hasn't happened yet or when is it going to happen? Nope, it's already done. We're together. We're so happy. We're so happy together. We see signs. Oh my God, we're so happy together. We are so happy together. We are so happy together. That is my greatest advice for that. And people doing stuff you affirmed. Yeah, that's the other thing. I use it a lot on my sister, for example. If I want her to cook a meal, I affirm she will do it, and it happens either that day or a few days later. Yep. Yep. And you use it on your partner too. For example, if you're too shy to ask for stuff, just affirm they do it. That's great. I love that. You sound like my sister now. Yeah. Whatever you want people to do or wish they would do or whatever. It's done. This is how they're going to do this. We're together now. Getting signs means that something's working, but the more you focus on the signs of things happening, you're going to get more signs. My sis likes my cooking, and I used to cook for her during quarantine. See? Oh my god, I think it was me who told you had pretty eyes on TikTok. I said how I like how they match your necklace. Yep, that was you. That was you. See? And now the person who made that comment is showing up just to it's how it works. You think something like this was a weird one that happened to me last night. This morning. So I was on YouTube and so yesterday I was like, oh my god, they have like the Ninja Turtle cartoon on YouTube, like playing a bunch of episodes. I'll put that on so Jax can watch Ninja Turtles. So we're like watching Ninja Turtles. And then I get off of that cartoon, and then because there's like never cartoons on my suggested shit on YouTube. So we're watching that. I get out of it. They're like, here's a bunch of like classic Christmas cartoons. And I'm like, that's fucking fun. So I put it to save it for later because I'm like, I don't want to watch it right now. And then it reminded me of this old Flintstones cartoon that I have manifested twice, by the way. It's this old episode called The Flintstones Meet the Frankenstones. And it's like this weird, like, the Flintstones meeting the Addams family, but not really kind of thing. And years ago, I was like, man, I remember that. I'll probably never see it again. And then it popped up on my YouTube. Well, last night, seeing those old cartoons reminded me of that one. And I'm like, yeah, I remember. And I manifested it back, but I'll probably never see it again. And guess what fucking showed up on my YouTube this morning? Hi, Jacqueline. No one can manifest you doing things. Yep, you can decide that too. Also, what do you do when you're wondering what SP is doing? You decide what they're doing. You decide, oh, they're doing this. They're busy, they're whatever. I checked the 3D and I didn't see anything I didn't like, but I miss her and think too hard about what she's doing. Decide what she's doing. She's working. She's thinking of me. She's going to text me later. Whatever you think they're doing, they will prove to you that that's what they're doing. I like cooking for others at times. It's okay. See? It wasn't every day, and she's my little sis, so it's fine. That's nice. My sister genuinely loves cooking too. See? You can get people to do what they love for you. But yeah, whatever stories and things you are telling yourself about people, you will be shocked how accurately they will come back and reflect that shit back to you. So I've been thinking, and I have manifested the father of my kids to be gone. I never realized that. See, you're manifesting shit without even realizing you're doing it. Yep, facts. Yeah, moons, right? Like, you decide tell yourself whatever you want to be telling yourself that they're doing. I can't believe it's that simple. Laugh out loud. Thank you for responding. Oh, you're welcome, Tony. That's why I'm on here. It's so literal. It is so fucking literal. It really is. Yeah, but I don't think we will get used to it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is simple. We make it so complicated. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can think whatever you want to about anything at any moment. No one has free will. They're doing whatever you think they're doing. What if you try to change the story of how someone acts, but they keep reflecting the old story and it triggers you? You keep focusing on the new story. Things can change so fucking fast, but as long as you're like, oh my god, I get triggered, you really need to affirm that you don't get triggered. Because you come on here a lot and talk about all your fucking triggers. Oh, this triggered me, that triggered me. I never get triggered. I never get triggered. Nothing ever triggers me. I have full control of my fucking thoughts. Only my positive thoughts manifest. I manifest instantly and effortlessly. But when people are not acting the way you want them to, you can set boundaries in your real life if you need to. Deal with your 3D however you need to. But up here, you don't get to be like, oh my God, they're not changing. When will it change? What are you fucking focused on? We think so much. Why can't we just think positive? Yep, it's a choice. And the more you practice doing it, the easier it gets. Think of things that serve us rather than things that don't serve us. Yep. And you get to a point where you're like, yeah, I don't want to think about that shit anymore, and I don't have to. Even though it's been like this our whole lives, now we are just consciously using it in our favor. That part. It's always been this way. Now we are just doing it consciously. I agree. Boundaries are non-existent in my house. Then stop fucking telling yourself that. Everyone has amazing boundaries. Everyone respects my boundaries. Everything is a manifestation. What do you constantly tell yourself about the people in your house? They're reflecting back to you perfectly. It is not every single individual thought that manifests, but your belief systems and the things that you keep coming back to telling yourself do. And you can change any of it by deciding that that's no longer true. And when shit doesn't instantly change, you just fucking keep going. You're the only one who's keeping shit the way that you believe it is because that's where your fucking awareness is. I affirm I am disciplined. That one. And it works. Yeah. Even us talking about I don't allow myself to think that way anymore is a fucking belief that I now have. I don't do that shit anymore. Those thoughts are not allowed. So guess what? I think less and less of them because that's just not allowed. Even the person we are is just a story. Yep. You identify yourself as this person right now, and you can decide that that's not who you are anymore. That's what Neville was talking about when he's like, anything that you put after I am is going to be proven to you to be true. It's not use only I am affirmations. It's who you identify as is who you are. And the more you change who you think you are, the more shit around you is going to change to prove you're right. Want to be different? We can change the story we have about ourselves. Yep. That's where I'm like, you can accept or reject any thought that you have in your head. Any of them. You can think anything and be like, yeah, no, not anymore. That's not who I want to be anymore. That's not who they are anymore. That's not the situation I'm in anymore. None of this, that's true anymore. Nope. For example, saying you're lazy is just a story. Yep. Yep. And you will continue to have experiences proving we are lazy. Yep. Yep. Like that. Yep. It's that simple, you guys. How do you think about things? How do you identify things? Who is this person? Who am I? What is this? None of it has meaning. You're the one who decided that that's how it is. And that's why you experience it that way. Because that's what you tell yourself. And whatever you consistently focus on and tell yourself and believe will be proven to you to be true because that's how it fucking works with everything. No one and nothing is the exception to the rule. Since I've started to think I'm amazing, I am automatically finding means and ways to prove it to myself. Previously, it was the other way around. Yeah, things will pop up when you start to do it, and you start to change this. You'll start to see it. We've been taught backwards. It's not do shit out here and make it work. It's change this and watch it all unfold. Because when you change your state and you believe something different, the ideas of that person, like when I wanted to get on YouTube, I started telling myself, I'm a YouTuber before I ever fucking got on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber. Identifying as a YouTuber is what made all the ideas and all the inspirations and the desires to be a YouTuber happen because I was in the state, I was the person who was a YouTuber. It works with anything. Yep. You'll see it in your reality. Absolutely. Some of my manifestations come in a way that is so fucking natural that I think did I manifest that or was it just a coincidence? That part right there. That part right there. It happens all the fucking time. People, someone asked me about, they're like, I can't even manifest a phone. And then someone was like, well, I manifested a phone, but I had to go buy it because I was talking about how they need to change their mindset about having their phone because they were like, I affirm, and then when it doesn't just show up, when I don't just have it, I lose motivation. And it's like, more than likely, your shit isn't just going to materialize out of thin air. Is everything possible? Yes. Who the fuck knows how shit's going to happen? But you have a whole entire belief system that is manifesting. You have beliefs about how the world works. But if you're focused on having what you want, you're going to get what you want one way or another, whether that means that you get the money for your phone or somebody gives you a phone. Or I was thinking about this. I'm like, I want you to write down, because there are infinite possibilities of how you can get your shit. I want you to write down 100,000 different ways that you can get your shit. Because if you can even get that many, which you're not fucking going to, that is just a fraction of the possibilities of ways things can unfold. Your behavior and how you feel, everything changes when you consistently change the story. That. Exactly that. I say I'm so beautiful and I visualize myself with my desired appearance. It feels nice, but I hate when the 3D shows me the opposite. Stop fucking focusing on that the 3D shows you the opposite. That's when you affirm and tell yourself that your visual is true. That is what is real. That is how things are now. The 3D is not opposite anymore. The 3D is your imagination. What you are imagining is now true. The end. The more you bitch, whine, moan, and complain about how it doesn't change, it's not going to fucking change because that's what you focus on. That's what you're expecting. You're expecting it not to work in this one fucking area. The law of nature have to abide with the law of assumption. I agree. I think I'd go insane if I woke up in my dream life instantly. That part. I've had that conversation with multiple people. I think Moons and I had it recently on here. It's like, somebody commented on TikTok, if you just woke up, you went to bed and you woke up in your dream life with your dream partner and your dream mansion with a Grammy and 3 kids, would you really be able to fucking function? I've manifested all kinds of crazy shit and experienced crazy shit and experienced like instant manifestations and shit. And it's like, I don't think my brain would explode. And don't you want to experience all of that shit? You know, like meeting your husband and or wife, you're meeting your person and marrying your person and having your fucking kids, you know, shit like that. It would be too overwhelming. I agree, Jacqueline. It would be fucking ridiculous. As so far, I have succeeded on self-concept and my automatic thoughts, which is a big thing as I used to think pity party earlier. Nice. See? Sonia, I have to keep thanking you for that. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad that I was helpful in you getting there. But you gotta remember, you're the one who did the fucking work. You did the work. And the way that you change that shit, you can change anything else. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, when I was affirming that my skin looks like a filter and I found skin products that worked for my skin after years of looking for products that never worked, and once I started affirming, it came. That part. That part right there. Oh my god, my skin. Oh my god, this. Oh my god, it's never gonna work. What about this? What if I try this? I was thinking about that like last night. It's like I lived my life for so long. Oh, we'll see if this works. Maybe this is the answer. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. No, you decide that you have it and you let the rest unfold. Everything is what you say it is consistently. Absolutely that. I think people change their thoughts for 2 days or a week and then go back to their old way of thinking. Yeah. And that's why they don't see changes. It's a decision, like you said, a lifestyle. Yeah. People, and it doesn't help that these fuckers on the internet are like, you can, and yes, you can manifest instantly and you can manifest in 3 days, but you cannot have any fucking wavering or resistance in order to get that shit to happen. That's how that shit happens. And being like, oh, well, if you don't get it in this time frame, then you can't have it and it's not working and all of that shit. I know you want a quick fix. I know you want shit to change. I fucking understand. I get it. But you cannot detour from the thoughts of telling yourself that things are the way you want them to be, no matter what you are experiencing. That's how it works. That's how it fucking works. Anybody who's spoken on this, who knows what they're fucking talking about, will tell you, like, rule number 1 is don't check the 3D. Don't go looking for confirmation that what you're telling yourself is working or that it's changing. Focus on this. And people do it and then they start getting discouraged. Well, it's probably not working and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, truly, you weren't even doing it wholeheartedly to begin with. You don't go stick your foot in the ocean and be like, oh, I'm swimming. Look at me. You're either all in or you're not. You can't be half in or partially in when you're manifesting. Now, is your brain going to throw shit at you? Yeah. Does that mean that it's not working? No, absolutely not. You have to bring yourself back. The fact that your brain thinks thoughts isn't the fucking problem. The problem is that you continuously, time after time after time after time after time, have the same fucking reactions, have the same thought process, go down the same goddamn rabbit holes over and over and over and over again, and then tell yourself that you're, doing everything right. No, you're not. You're fucking wavering. You're letting the old stories win. You're telling yourself that it's not really working or that it can never actually work. Where's your fucking focus? People say your focus is your currency for a fucking reason. It's everything. What you continuously choose to think about and tell yourself and focus on is going to be proven to you to be true. So where is your focus? You can't just do it. Oh, I've been doing it for this long. Why hasn't it worked? Because you haven't changed you. You're trying to change you. Having the experience up here, being like, yeah, no, this is how it is. This is how it is now. I don't care what just happened. That's me getting what I want. Me looking in the mirror and not seeing any change is me getting what I want. Why? Because I fucking said so. And going about your day. Yep, this is working. It always works for me. I always get what I want. I'm so fucking good at this. To the best of your ability. But you have to keep doing it. If you truly want it, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You're going to fucking keep doing it. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Because eventually it'll fucking change. The only way for it to not work is for you to give up and stop trying to fix it. Stop trying to do it. It's that simple. It is. Mind creates physical reality. Even Kevin in Home Alone got what he wanted, not to see his family, and he didn't. Yeah, and he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He's just like, yeah, I agree. There you go, Raw. Although it hasn't been too long since I started robotically affirming or robotic affirmations, it's done a complete 180 on my mental health. Yeah, that was the first thing that I noticed too, was like, holy shit. Not that I didn't manifest other things, but like the change that shifting my mindset has had on my mental health is fucking wild. Wavering and spiraling are the worst. You no longer spiral. I never spiral. Wavering's a fucking choice. It comes down to that. It's the worst. It's even worse than when you know it's a choice you make. I'm still having from trauma, so still healing from trauma, so thinking negative was a safe space for me. I'm breaking that habit. Yeah. You can revise the trauma. That shit never happened. That shit never happened. That shit never happened. It no longer matters. I made it through. I'm safe. All of the thoughts about all of that, you have full control over how you're going to view it now. You can only gain by focusing on your mindset. I agree. Wavering is bad for me lately. I just changed it so it's for the positive. Yeah. Yep. I love that mindset shift, Jacqueline. Not sure if anyone else has experienced this, but I have been getting bad dreams, and out of bad habit, I would affirm I control my reality and get everything I want, and the situation would just go. I mean, bad dreams mean whatever the fuck you think they mean. If you think that they're important, then they are. If you decide that it doesn't matter, then they don't. If you want to see them as a sign, then they are. You put the meaning to all of it. Literally all of it. If you want to give your power away on like what dreams mean to somebody else in a book because they're somehow an expert at dreams, that's your fucking choice. But you don't have to do that with anything. Nope, this is how it is for me. This is how it works for me. I'm the exception. How do you forgive your person and let the past go? Exactly that, Moons. Life is meaningless. Until you put meaning to it, it's just a neutral event happening in front of your face. How do you forgive your person and let go of the past? It's choice. Either you can forgive them and see past it and move the fuck on, or you can't. You can revise it and tell yourself that that shit never happened and that's never been how this was or who this was or how they were or whatever. It's all how you choose to think about it. But as long as you tell yourself, I can't let it go and I can't forgive them, guess what you get to experience? You can literally just decide that you forgive them and tell yourself, no, I forgave them. No, I forgive them. No, I forgive them. Nope, I forgive them. Nope, I can let that go. Telling yourself it's easy for me to forgive. It's easy for me to let shit go. You can literally choose to think about anything however the fuck you want to. We assign the meaning to life. My SP was attracted to me because I always spun everything to be positive. See? Tony spin it to make it positive. Yes, exactly. Focus on the good things. Whatever meaning we assign to it will be proven to us to be true. Yep. I know it's hard to believe that it's that fucking simple, but it is. Sometimes triggers of such kind of past or memories come. I keep saying it doesn't bother me and it doesn't bother me. Exactly. You can handle that kind of shit however you want to. That was a bad dream. That wasn't real. Nope, that's not a problem anymore. That never triggers me. That shit never comes up. That never happened. I never get triggered by anything. I have full control of my thoughts. My life has always been perfect. My life has always been perfect. Only amazing things have ever happened to me. Hi, Crystal. I wanted to ask that I have been manifesting SP for 6 months. Stop focusing on the time. I've been dedicated to robotic affirmations this 1 month. I've been ignoring the 3D and keep seeing his name and Negro and I don't know how to pronounce that. Everywhere, but I still see no movement. You keep going. When you see the signs, you affirm. Don't focus on that you're getting signs. Don't focus on how long it's been. You affirm, we're together. Whenever you want to think about how you're not together, when will this happen? Nothing's happening. No, we're together. We're together. We're together. We're together. We're together. You're wavering. When you see angel numbers, you fucking affirm. Stop putting meaning to it other than we're together. I saw that, so we're together. I saw that, so that we're together. I saw that, so that we're together. I just tell myself there's always movement behind. He misses me. So he is so in love with me right now. Start telling yourself you're talking all the time. We're constantly in contact. We talk all the time. We're together. We're so happy. Whenever you see that shit, the more you focus on signs and, oh, well, what does that mean? And what does it means? Whatever the fuck you tell yourself it means. And the more you focus on signs, I fucking promise you, you're going to manifest more signs because you're focused on, well, there's a sign and there's a sign and you're looking for signs. We're together. We're so happy. We're together. We're so happy. We're together. We're so happy. Or whatever your affirmation is. Whenever you see that shit, you need to affirm. Signs don't precede, they follow. You're doing something right. You're thinking of it right. It's fucking working. It means keep fucking going. That's it. That's what it means. And the more you question it and doubt it and like, what about this? And what about that? And why hasn't happened yet? You're wavering. Affirm. It's done. It can't be done and not done at the same time. I always affirm we're together happily, and I've changed to having Christmas together. I don't care whatever happens, we will have Christmas together. If part of the reason that you are focusing on that there's no movement and nothing's happening is because you want this to happen by Christmas, let the Christmas part go. We are happy together now. We are together now. We are together now. Because if you are doing, oh, we're going to be together for Christmas, but you aren't able to keep yourself from wavering, you're setting yourself up to fail. Are you truly making the decision that you are together for Christmas? It is a done deal. You can go out in the world knowing that, seeing the signs and being like, it's a fucking done deal. We're spending Christmas together. I've gone through a lot of opposite shit, 3D, and I'm still persisting in deciding that we're together. Then just keep going. There's always movement. It's done. We're together. That's all you do. You have no control over anything else other than to live your life and focus on things being the way you want them to be up here. As long as you're doing that, then you're doing everything, you're doing it right. And there's nothing else you can do. Things can change at any fucking moment. You just need to go about it in a way that works for you. As long as you can focus on this is what is going to happen. It is set in stone. We're spending Christmas together. We're so happy. Let the rest go. Like, I don't care if he wasn't contacting me now, even if he contact me 1 minute before Christmas. I don't care. I know we're already having Christmas together. This time I fully focus on how it's set. Then there you go. It's settled and he's spending Christmas with me. And there you go. Then no matter what you see and no matter what fucking happens, you come back to that. It's done. That's what's going to happen. It's done. Nope, that's what's happening. And you don't allow yourself to doubt or waver or question. It's a done deal. This is what is happening. We have plans for Christmas. But the thing I've failed manifesting spending my birthday with him, this might somehow trigger me when I told myself it's the past then I tell myself it's the past experience. Yeah, that's a past experience, and that's why I'm asking you. Are you truly going, are you adding an extra layer of bullshit that you have to fucking be aware of in your head by telling yourself you're spending Christmas together? Because if that's what you're doing, just like, no, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna spend Christmas with him. Oh, but all these, you need to ask yourself that question. The past failures don't mean that I'll fail this Christmas because it's a done deal. Am I right? I don't know. Are you? I can't answer that question for you. Only you can answer that question for yourself. Because whatever answer you give yourself is your answer. So is it a done deal or not? Is it possible or not? Is it going to happen or not? All right, so I'll decide from now on the past failures don't affect me to spend Christmas with him. There you go. How to manifest living in a new city, favorite city. I live in this city. I love living here in this city. Just like Neville wanted to go to Barbados and Abdul's like, you're in Barbados, you live in that city. Your thoughts should be the validation. It's already done. I'm spending Christmas with him under a big Christmas tree. That's it. There you go. Then anything else has to go. Whenever you want to question, well, how or nope, we're spending Christmas together. Nope, it's done. Imagine you guys spending Christmas together, or imagine he invited you to spend Christmas, whatever. Anything else has to go. No matter what happens, no matter of this shit circumstance, I'm going to do it. There you go. That's your new thoughts now. Exactly. Nope, we're spending Christmas together. Nope, we're spending Christmas together. Yep, we're spending Christmas together. Oh my god, we're spending Christmas together. We're spending Christmas together. We're spending Christmas together. Christmas together. Christmas together. So I'm living in, oh my word, I'm not going to pronounce that correctly. Hamemdad? Hamemed? Yeah. Is that all? It's not just affirming that you live there. It's getting rid of all the, well, how would I move there? And that wouldn't be possible. And what if I couldn't find a place? And what if I blah, blah, blah? All of that shit has to go. I live there and I love living there. It was so easy to move there. Whatever the fuck you need to tell yourself. You can't complain about, oh my god, I hate living here. No, I love where I live. I love living here. This place is amazing. Thinking and imagining that you live in the city that you want to live in. But you use the affirmation. Affirmations are just your new thoughts. So if you lived there, what would you think? You're not thinking about how you want to move there or how you don't live there or how you hate living in this place. And you think those thoughts. My SP had a third party. I removed him in a day. Look at you. Nice. Congratulations. I wonder, do I affirm he will spend Christmas with me or have we already spent Christmas together? Which one feels more natural to you? The wording doesn't matter. What your focus is what matters. Are you focusing on that he's not going to be with you and you're going to be disappointed and Christmas is going to suck? Or did you have an amazing Christmas? If it's a set in if he called you right fucking now and told you we're spending Christmas together, what thoughts would you be thinking? Think that. The wording doesn't fucking matter. What is your overall state of consciousness about Christmas? That's what manifests, not the words of your affirmations. Amidabad. Amidabad. Oh my god, my SP is from there. Time to affirm. There you go. I agree. Master at manifesting. You're welcome. It's fucking awesome. Oh, so I will affirm we will spend Christmas together. There you go. There you go. You think from the experience that you want to have. If you are having the experience of whatever it is that you want, you live in the city, you have the relationship, you're spending Christmas together, what would you be telling yourself? Think that. If it helps to have like one thought, then think one thought. If you want to change it every fucking time to thinking a bunch of different thoughts that still tell you that that's what's going to happen, you can still do, like, that works too. The reason people teach robotic affirmations is because it's simple. Pick one thing, and whenever you think about the topic, just repeat it to yourself. I want to spend Christmas and New Year's with my SP again. It was fun last year, and I want that again. I'm a master manifester, and I can change my reality in any way I want. Exactly that. You're spending Christmas with SP, New Year's with SP. The end. The end. I always get what I want. We will absolutely spend Christmas together. I'll find a place we will go to, and I'll plan that special day. Haha. I mean, if you want to be the one to plan the special day, or do you want them to plan the day? But do whatever works for you. Robotic affirming is a great technique. Helped completely change my brain. Yep, I agree. And as far as doing planning shit, if that makes you feel good, it makes you feel like, oh my god, this is like a real thing, then do it. If you're planning just trying to like do something to make it happen, you need to go back into your mindset. This is a done deal. This is happening. It got me experiencing a lot of amazing things. Oh, me too. Robotic affirming changed everything for me. I'm listening to my prayer affirmation daily for sleep and daytime. That's great. And what do you think the rest of the day? Because that's the most important thing. When you're not doing your techniques, where's your focus? But my mind wanders a lot, and I just redirect it back to my affirmations. That, me too. My brain wanders all the fucking time. I find myself down rabbit holes. I'm like, how the hell did I get here? I just bring myself back. It works. It works every time. I'm so good at this. I know exactly what I'm doing. It didn't matter that I was thinking about that. I'm aware that's a story too. Yeah, it is. I do affirm I have full control of my thoughts. But I work with it. Yeah, me too. See, I realize it's like, okay, I've been manifesting my whole fucking life. So the way that I naturally think manifests just fine. It's not how I think, it's what I'm thinking. Okay, so what am I thinking about? As long as I'm thinking about things the way I want them to be, who cares how much my mind wanders? Doesn't matter. I want to plan it for him. Haha. All right, then do it. I enjoy planning. I just saw a post in my city. There will be fireworks, and my SP loves fireworks. I'll save this place and bring him there. There you go. There you go. Mine is I have full control of my thoughts no matter how I feel. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I have full control of my thoughts. Funny how you look around and said how come I ended up in this rabbit hole. I either look at it like Alice in Wonderland, I fell down the rabbit hole and here I am, like what the fuck, or like Hansel and Gretel, I followed you're following breadcrumbs, even though they weren't following breadcrumbs, but it's like, are you gonna follow the breadcrumbs and go home to where you want to be, or are you gonna go find the witch in the woods? Are you gonna follow the rabbit? Like, how in the fuck did I get here? Just know, okay, I ended up here, it doesn't matter. Only my positive thoughts manifest. I remind myself that I never waver. That one. I never waver, I never spiral, I never get triggered. I have full control of my thoughts. And I know, like when I first started that shit, I hardly do now. Me either. Me either. I've noticed that recently. Like, it's like, holy shit, that shit fucking works. When I first found this shit, I'm like, there's no way I can just tell myself I never spiral and that this never happens. And yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's why I'm mostly happy. I feel high a lot of the time. Right? It's like when people are like, oh, you're high on life. I'm like, I understand what they mean now. I always stay in good thoughts, not wavering mental diet, but somehow I'll wonder why my 3D, no movement, like dead. Because you're wavering. That's wavering. I don't think you understand that that's wavering. When you're like, there's no movement, you're wavering. It's done. So there's plenty of fucking movement. Oh my god, there's so much movement. A few days ago, I switched to my other account on Instagram. SP is blocked almost everywhere. I forgot to delete the chat and noticed he deleted the birthday post he made for me. That made me waver. Then stop looking for things in the 3D. Don't go looking for shit about them. In here, it's done. There's nothing to look at. They're going to show up. I know there's movement. I don't see, but it's behind the scenes. Yep, it is. Yep, and when they come to you, they're going to have a whole fucking story of their own to tell you about how they ended up deciding to want to be with you and how it all unfolded. They are living their own life, but they're thinking and doing whatever you think they're doing. They have their own story and their own side of the whole thing that you will see once you get together. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Exactly. It's all going to come together. What was that fucking movie on Netflix? I think it was called Love at First Sight. I don't know. There was a movie that came out on Netflix that Sheila was like posting clips about on TikTok. And I'm like, I have to watch this. And that's exactly what it was about. It's about this couple. They weren't a couple. They met at the airport because the girl was late for her flight. They met, ended up sitting together on the plane, thought they'd never see each other again. So there's a point where when they leave the airport, they split the story and they show her story of how they come back together. And then they go back and show what he was doing. And it's like, that's how this shit works. Forgot to delete the chat, and it is an account, and it was an accident. Laugh out loud. I went to check to see if my friend texted, but forgot to close his chat, so I was hurt. Laugh out loud. Feel your feelings, and decide it doesn't matter, or decide it doesn't matter. If you don't think that things aren't going to happen that could possibly make you think things you don't want to think, I don't know what to tell you. It's a choice what you're going to think about things. Watch that movie. Thank you. I was looking for good movies this day. Well, there you go. Yep. I think it was called Love at First Sight. I think that's what it was called. But yeah, I'm like, this is exactly how it fucking works. I know this, I asked this before, but revision to tips, I just need motivation. Whatever, revision is just thinking about things from the past differently. Things have always been this way. That never fucking happened. It happened this way. I don't recall that. That's how I use revision. I do all of my shit in the present moment. What do I want to think about right now? How do I want to view things right now? I don't do a lot of techniques anymore. If you want to truly understand revision and do revision, like revision shit, go watch Flossie. Your Thoughts Create. She talks about like truly doing revision. I don't care anymore. I decide what happens. Yep, there you go. Feelings don't manifest, only your consistent thoughts do. I fucking agree. Serendipity. Is that the name of the movie? It was not that one. My favorite one is saying it was a dream. Yep, that one. That one. I figured that out one day. I'm like, I have dreams I remember. I could just decide that that memory is a dream. That never happened. That was a dream. That was a dream. It was a bad dream, but it was a dream. Makes a lot of good sense for my mind. Yep. Me too. And I find I drop it really fast. It's like, oh yeah, that was a dream. And my brain's like, oh, okay. But you have to do what works for you. The past isn't fucking real. The only reason that the past is what you think it is because you keep telling yourself that that's what happened. Hi, I want to get pregnant this month. My period is late, so I took a test and it says it's negative. How do I persist that I'm going to get pregnant this month? You just keep telling yourself that you're pregnant. I'm feeling sad after seeing the test. You just keep going. Circumstances don't matter. You tell yourself that it's done. You're pregnant. It's all just your mindset. Revise it. Imagine seeing it as positive. It was a false negative. It was a false negative. I'm pregnant. It was a bad dream that I got a negative test result. Yep. See, moons, you also see that the telling yourself it's a dream is. Tell myself no movement scene because there will be big surprise, big movement when he comes back on Christmas. Do you want him to come back on Christmas or do you want him to be back now? There's movement. We're together. Like, you are together. You're together. Yeah, when you say it was a bad dream, you drop it real fast. You do. It's weird. Things that, like, I would have thought. Yeah, when you understand revision. Yeah, when you're like, the past isn't real, so I can look at it differently and I can just decide that that was a dream instead of actually something that I experienced. It's fucking crazy. I'll affirm when I want to, and sometimes I feel like I've let go. I don't really want to affirm. I'll affirm when I started a bit of wavering. We're together. I've been using wallpaper of us together all the time. Sometimes people ask me, I'll say I have a boyfriend. There you go. It's not about, it's about how much do you, it's not about perfectly 24/7 saying the same affirmation and thinking the same thoughts. It's when you catch yourself going down that rabbit hole of, oh, maybe we won't be together and we're not together and this happened and that happened. Bringing yourself back. How much do you bring yourself back to focusing on things being the way you want them to be? Instead of bitch, whine, moaning, and complaining about how you're not going to get what you want. I want to learn this as sometimes past creeps up on me. When you have a when you have a memory of something, you just tell yourself it was a bad dream. That was a bad dream. That never actually happened. You can literally just tell yourself that never happened. I don't know what that's why I tell myself it was a bad dream because it's telling my brain that wasn't real. It was just a dream. He's already back. Nope, he'll come back. He's back. There's no, we're not together. Yeah, you're already together. So that means he came back. You are in the relationship. You are spending Christmas together. You have those plans. It is set in stone. Yeah. I've got get rid of this thought a long time ago. When people say he doesn't want me anymore or hate me, I'll just be like, it's bullshit. Laugh out loud. You're happy together, so obviously it's bullshit. Pick a hard? I pick that everything's easy. I feel like we don't need tarot cards when we're manifesting. Yeah, you don't. Unless you think you do, or unless you want to. Everything works how you think it works. But the tarot is just a reflection of you and works however you think it works anyway. We decide what's going to happen. Yeah, exactly. The tarot is not predicting your future. It's telling you what you think is it's reflecting you. And whatever you take from a tarot reading is going to be proven to you to be true because you accepted it as true. When you're a beginner, it can take a lot of conscious effort, yeah, to consciously affirm, but also not affirming and not getting what you want is so hard. Yeah, it is. It is. I was talking about beginner to changing your mindset. Yeah, it is hard when you start in the beginning because you're like, what the fuck? But you gotta, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it helps when you just tell yourself, yeah, this is easy, I can do this. Me too. Me too. People glorify hardship. Oh, I mean, don't shy away from hard work because that's my ethic, but it's also easy. Yeah, I don't work hard anymore. If it's work, no, you're not going to get me to do it. That sounds hard. Nope, I'm not doing it. I've always have readings and he's going to come back these days. I've had really bad results before I start manifesting, so it'll really change. It all means whatever you decide that it means. If you decide that it means, oh my god, I got a tarot reading and he's coming back, then that's what you're going to experience because that's what you're telling yourself. It's all your thoughts, all of it. Everything is easy. I agree. And if it's not, then it's not meant for me because I don't want to do that anymore. I used to think I had to work so hard for shit. And I'm like, no. I work hard equals success, then why do the hardest jobs that require a lot from you pay less? Exactly. The CEOs, the people who make the most money, don't work hard. They even say that. They'll even tell you that. I spend most of my day in fucking meetings. That's not hard. Facts. Yep. I worked hard for fucking ever. Never paid off the way I wanted it to. The world is just your mindset. Yep, it is. Yeah, they just want you to be stuck in the rat race. I think even that's a fucking story. I think we have picked that up and that's what we believe, so that's what we experience. And we're deciding that there's somebody who wants us stuck in a rat race, so guess what we get to experience? And why would we choose that story when we don't have to? But yes, you can think of changing it, as you said. Yep. I regularly tell myself money is obsessed with me. I love that. I just realized I could manifest a trip to a different country. I'm going to go to South Korea or France. Why not both? There you go. I somehow think that was I somehow think that that was I somehow think that he was unconsciously manifesting me. He can't manifest you unless you think he's manifesting you. No one has free will in your reality. People are only doing what you think they're doing. If you decide, oh, I think he's manifesting me, then you're right, he fucking is. But he doesn't have the free will to manifest you. I've never hold on to someone for so long. They're doing what you think they're doing. If you think he's manifesting you, you're going to get proof of that. How do you manifest an apartment? You tell yourself you love your apartment. Found the perfect apartment. I have an apartment. I love my apartment. You can imagine yourself being in the apartment. What would it look like? What does it feel like? How do you decorate it? Instead of, oh my God, I need an apartment. Where am I going to live? I'd never find a place to live. I found the perfect place to live. I have an apartment. You always think from the end. What do you want? What thoughts would you think if you had the thing? That's it with everything. If we desire something, it means it exists. That. It's available for us to select with our thoughts. That. Creation is finished. The reality in which you don't have your apartment and you do have your apartment are equally available to you. What are you thinking about? That's going to be what you are experiencing because that is the reality that you are selecting. Top of affirming thinking in my favor. I've been journaling and remember Neville said something about recreating your day before going to sleep, but since I get distracted, I prefer to journal my day. There you go. Gotta find what works for you. I only journal when I want to. If I feel forced, I don't do it. Yeah, you don't have to. It's not the act of journaling that manifests, it's where your thoughts are. We can't desire something that doesn't exist. Yep, that part. Okay, from now on, we're together happily. He's so obsessed with me and he loves me. He misses me. He doesn't miss you if you're together. We're in a committed relationship. He's obsessed with me. He loves me. He spends all his fucking time with me. He won't leave me the goddamn fucking time alone. He spends all day texting me. He's driving me fucking nuts. If you don't want to go that extreme, then don't, because whatever you tell yourself is true is true. But if you are in a committed relationship, he's not missing you. No matter how far off it seems to you. Yup. My SP is married, y'all. Persisting is hard. That's your choice. You're choosing that it's hard. You're telling yourself this is hard because this and this and this and this and this. You're happy together. The rest of it doesn't fucking matter. I struggle with being disciplined while manifesting something. What should I be doing? Telling yourself that you're disciplined and fucking do it anyway. It's a choice. You either do it or you don't. You're telling yourself that you're struggling, so you are. This is so easy. I'm so on top of this. I do what needs to get done and it works every fucking time. I think that video just came out. I just did a video on that manifesting takes commitment and discipline and dedication. You either do it or you don't. Yep, just affirm you're disciplined. Exactly. It's a choice. It's a fucking choice. Either you're going to think of things how they are and how you don't want them to be, or you're not. The more you do it, the easier it gets. But it's a fucking choice. It's okay, you'll go through that state. Recommend to everyone who's struggling with that. Yep, I'm disciplined. I have full control of my thoughts. This is so easy for me. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know everything there is to know about manifesting and fully understand it. I know exactly what to do and how to do it. This is easy for me. My brain is so disciplined. I only think of things the way I want them to be. I never waver. I never spiral. I only have positive thoughts and feelings. I get up at 5 because of that. There you go. Fucking works. And I love it. Yep. I've had that too. I'm like, I hate getting up early. I don't want to get up early. And then I changed. I love getting up early. It's so easy for me. Guess what? Changed. How to manifest marriage soon. You tell yourself you're already married. You imagine being married. You don't tell yourself that you're going to get, like, it's not about, oh my God, I need to find somebody, and you're married. I'm married. I'm married. I'm happily 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 married. Nope. I'm happily married. Yeah, you'll be disciplined. If you truly want it, you will be disciplined. And if you don't, you're never going to find the discipline because you don't truly fucking want it. Nothing has to be a struggle. You're just not used to it. Yeah, you're not used to changing your thoughts. It's literally all it is. It's a practice. You get better at it the more you do it. We can literally enjoy doing things like that. Absolutely. You can enjoy anything. Oh my God, I hate this. I don't want to do this. No, I love doing this. This is so easy for me. It really comes down to understanding it's a choice. Truly, it's a choice. It may not always feel like that, but it is. How am I going to control this? I love getting up early. I love eating this. I love doing this. I love whatever the fuck it is that you're like, I hate this. No, I love it now. Man, I don't want it. Oh, no, I love it now. Or I'm so grateful that my life changed in a way that I don't have to do that shit. Literally, whatever you want to be true, just tell yourself that that's how it is. Instead of bitching, whining, moaning, complaining, trying to figure out how to change it, being a fucking victim. Victim state. I never get what I want. This doesn't work. This has to be like this. I never get this. Bleh. Stop doing that. I will implement that. Thank you guys for all your responses. You're welcome. You're disciplined. You have full control of your thoughts. It's so easy. I do everything perfectly. It works every time. I truly want it. Therefore, even if I go through a lot of the opposite, I will go on with being disciplined. You already have it. It's done. It's real. If you're not able to be disciplined for a long time, you don't want it enough. And the funny thing is, being a victim state is asking more of what you're trying, is asking for more of what you're trying to avoid. Oh, yeah, it is. And it's funny. The funny thing, being in a victim state is asking for more of what, oh, it came up twice. Yep. The human brain is quite funny sometimes. Yeah, it is. It is. And when you're truly in that victim state, you don't always fucking see it and know it for what it is until you get out and you're like, oh God. Victim state is a hellhole. Yeah, I love the way that Manifesting with Kimberly puts it. She calls it shitfucker land. And I'm like, yeah. I could not have come up with a better title for that. But you can get yourself out of it just like anything else. It's all about changing this. Deciding that's not how things are anymore or who you are anymore. That's not what you experience anymore. In the same way that you repeat that that's how things are and how miserable and blah, 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 and this happened and that happened, you're going to shift your focus away from it. Can those thoughts come up? Yes. It's not about the perfection of thinking something different. It's about deciding that that's no longer true and focusing on things going in your favor. What should I imagine for marriage? I mean, post-marriage things. You could imagine waking up with your person or having a ring on your finger or just telling yourself, I'm so happily married. What do you want your marriage to be like? What is your person like? What is your marriage like? What is a day like being married? What's different if you're married? Where would you live if you're married? I wonder if I'm wavering if I'm still watching manifesting videos. Ask yourself, am I watching this because am I wavering by watching it? Are you looking for more answers, or are you implementing what you're learning? Are you watching it because you enjoy it, or because you think you're doing something wrong? Like, I truly believe I wouldn't be looking for manifestation videos anymore. Then stop watching them. That whatever meaning you put to that, Crystal, is what's fucking true. Thing is, I have done everything, but I'm not able to get it in the 3D because you keep. The fact that you're asking, like, what should I be imagining means you're not doing everything. What are you dominantly telling yourself about being married? That you're married and you're happy and things worked out, or that you need to find marriage and you want to get married soon, and I would never be picked to be married and no one would want to be married to me, and that's impossible for this reason. What's your self-concept about relationships? Take out a piece of paper, ask yourself, what do you believe about yourself, relationships, marriage, and being either with, if you have an SP, or with somebody? What are your thoughts? What are your beliefs about it? Is that in alignment with you being married? Whatever you are, it's like, well, I'm not enough. No one would want to marry me. You can't hold that thought and be happily married. It's your entire mindset that manifests. I see it as revision of my concepts. Affirm while watching it. Yep. If you want to watch manifestation videos, then use them as your affirming time. I know what I have to do. Motivation and discipline is tough concept for me. I'm always motivated. I'm fully disciplined. Always. I always make promises and never keep them. Then stop being that fucking person. I always keep my promises. But that's not the person I want to be anymore. See? There you go. I need to actually apply more. Yep. That's what it always comes back to. Who are you? Who do you think you are? How does shit function in your life? You're always right. So I should stop watching it. I've always enjoyed reading success stories. I am not going to tell you what to fucking do. You are a grown-ass adult. You can make your own fucking decisions. Do you need to stop watching them or not? There's your fucking answer. Maybe only watch success stories, but not watch any other manifestation videos. Again, that's your fucking choice. Hi, I just found you as one of your latest videos was recommended to me. Aw, I know the timing is perfection. Sad as I like what I saw when I saw you were love cool. Aw, hi Pixie. Well, welcome. For me know exactly what to do, the idea will follow. Yep. Sonia has mentioned this a lot. Yep. I am not a fucking cult leader. I am not going to tell you what to fucking do. This is your goddamn life. You can make your own fucking decisions. Ask yourself, is this detrimental to me getting what I want? Yes or no? Because whatever you fucking believe is what's going to be proven to you to be true anyway. Okay, I feel like I should stop them. Then there you go. I've decided to follow my heart these days. Like, if I feel I want to do that, I'll do it. There you go. Oh, I meant to say I saw you were live. There you go. Anyway, use. Fuck is refreshing as fuck. Well, thank you. You guys have any last questions going on? I think I'm gonna get off here pretty soon. But I will be live. I'm gonna go live Monday night. I'm gonna change it because, like I said, I kind of made an appointment for Tuesday night that I didn't think about was on Tuesday night. So I'll see you guys Monday night this week, and then next Saturday morning. I love doing manifesting challenges as well. They're fun. Sometimes I make up my own. I want to work on putting myself on a pedestal, so I might find a challenge or make one up for that. You're on the pedestal. You have perfect self concept. Everyone loves you. No more for today. Lots of love. Love you too, Aquagal. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you for answering. You're welcome. Vibha? I hope I said that right. But yeah, whatever you guys want. It doesn't matter what it is, involving anything. If this were true now, what would I be thinking? Think that. That's it. That's all it is. Thanks for taking your time for us. Oh, you're welcome. Have a good rest of your day. You too, Zelda. You got this. You pronounced it right. Yay, Vibha. I got it. I'm like, I have a 50-50 chance with names. I'll take a shot at it. You guys can correct me. Love that I found you. I live in, is that New Zealand, aka hell? Uh-oh. I will get used to live hours. Nice meeting you. It's nice meeting you too, Pixie. Yeah. I usually go live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Saturdays, but I'm moving my Tuesday to Monday this week. Always enjoy your lives. I do too, Moons. It's so fun coming on here with you guys, but I have them scheduled through December, so if you want to take a look at my channel, talking to like-minded people is refreshing. It is. It's 12:30 a.m. in India. Oh my goodness. I know. I feel like I need to I don't know. Like, I don't know times of people in other countries. Because I got people from all over the world who jump on here with me. Thank you for your help. Hope to catch you next live. I hope to see you too. So, I hope you come back and see me soon, Tony. It was nice talking to you, and you are very welcome for all of your help. It's currently 6:54 in the UK. There you go. Multiple people in India. See? But it's Saturday. Yep, it is. Time is perfect since it's quiet this hour. There you go. You're welcome, Pixie. I like to look for your channel. I liked your write-up. It is 7:50 a.m. in New Zealand. There you go. I'm from Florida. It is 1:54. Yeah, I'm in Texas. It is 12:55. All right, guys. It has been super fun hanging out. Like I said, I will be live Monday instead of Tuesday, and then everything is scheduled. So if you want to come hang out, it's been super fun. Sonia, you should come visit London sometime. I would fucking love to come to London. Texas is my dream state. Well, there you go. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, Moons. And I will see you soon. Love and light.